Hello dear student, I am Rajwan Singh and today I will explain the chapter Wonder in English. So let's start. First of all, I want to tell you that this story is based on a boy who thinks that he is also an ordinary boy, but his parents think that he is not an ordinary boy. They think he is an extraordinary boy because they care the boy every time. So he think I am not the ordinary boy. August Pullman has been homeschooled by his mother as he has had multiple surgeries throughout his childhood. Now 10 years old, he is admitted in 5th grade in Beecher Preparation School to make him experience school life. In this extract from Wonder by R.J. Palacio, August talks about his family and himself. He says that I am the ordinary boy like all the students, but my parents think that I am not an ordinary boy. They think that I am extraordinary, and so they care me like a small one. August, why I didn't go to school? I know I am not an ordinary 10-year-old kid. I mean, sure, I do ordinary things. I eat ice cream, I ride my bike, I play ball, I have an Xbox. Stuff like that makes me ordinary. The boy want to say that I do everything like the ordinary student, but my parents don't believe this. So I also think that I am an extraordinary boy. And I guess I feel ordinary inside, but I know ordinary kids don't make other ordinary kids run away screaming in playgrounds. I know ordinary kids do not get stared at wherever they go, but I am kind of used to how I look by now. I know how to pretend I don't see. The boy is saying that I know everything that is done in the life of an ordinary boy. But my parents don't believe me. They think that I am not an ordinary boy. They behave with me like extraordinary boy. And this is because of my surgeries. I take that back. Why are not so good at it? She can get really annoyed when people do something rude. If people do something rude with that boy, he became annoyed. This is a normal thing. Vaya doesn't see me as ordinary. Vaya is his sister, and he don't think that my brother is ordinary. He also think that my brother is an extraordinary boy, extraordinary kid, and she became annoyed if anyone behave rudely with the kid. She says she does, but if I were ordinary, she wouldn't feel like she needs to protect me as much. And mom and dad don't see me as ordinary boy. Either they see me as extraordinary. And this is the thinking of the boy. This is the thinking of that kid. And further he says, I think the only person in the world who realizes how ordinary I am, that is me. Only me. My name is August. By the way, I won't describe what I look like. Whatever you are thinking, it's probably worse. Next week I start 5th grade since I have never been to a real school before. And the kid explains that I am going to school in 5th grade and that is the first time when I am going to a school campus because of my surgeries. People think I haven't gone to school because of the way I look, but it's not so that. It's because of all the surgeries I have had. The meaning of his thinking that this behavior of ordinary or extraordinary is done with him because of his surgeries in his body. The last surgery I had was 8 months ago, and the last surgery had been done the last month. And I probably won't have to have any more for another couple of years. Mom homeschools me. She used to be a children's book illustrator. She draws really great fairies and mermaids. Her boy stuff isn't so hard, though. His mother cares him like an extraordinary kid because of his surgeries. And she homeschools him and say everything that she knows to that kid. I can't say I always wanted to go to school because that wouldn't be exactly true. If I think I want to go to school, this wouldn't be correct because people don't believe me and don't believe my talk. They understand that I am not an ordinary boy, but I am an extraordinary boy. So they don't want to send me the school. These are kids who don't even know him. These are the students who don't even know him well. If they knew him, they wouldn't call him that because he is a nice kid. Some kids have actually come out and asked me why I hang out with the freak so much. Then he answered, if they knew him, they wouldn't call him that. Freak. You are a saint, Summer, Jaimina Chin said to me the other day. I couldn't do what you are doing. His friends talked him rudely and they say that you are sitting with that freak boy. That is not good. but he want to say that this kid is not a rude behavior kid, but he is a good boy, he is a good kid. Julian had nicknamed him the zombie kid, and that's what everyone was calling him. Did you see the zombie kid yet? Stuff like that gets around fast, and August knew it. It's hard enough being the new kid even when you have a normal face. Imagine having his face. If you have a normal face, then you can imagine this. But if there is some changes in your face, then you cannot imagine this. And because his face was some different like the other kids because of surgeries. He's just a kid, the weirdest looking kid I haven't ever seen, but just a kid. He is also a kid. He looks like a kid. It's true. I do admit August's face takes some getting used to because of 27 surgeries in his body, in his face. But I just say he is not the neatest eater in the world. But other than that, he is pretty nice and very good student and very good kid. I keep sitting down with him because he is funny boy. He is a funny kid. I had warned mom about August's face I had described before. I know she is not always so good at faking her feelings, and August was coming over for the first time today. So I have told my mother already about this so that they couldn't ask questions about his face. So I have already told him about his face, about his surgeries. But I could tell from the expression on her face when she came home after work that I hadn't prepared her enough. I have told, but I haven't prepared her so tough when she came, when she returned home after doing the work, after doing her duty. She was shocked when she came through the door and saw his face for the first time. His mother was shocked to see the boy, to see the kid for the first time. Hi mom, this is Aggi. Can he stay for dinner? I asked quickly, without wasting any time. When his mother enters the room, he at once asks question. Hi mom, this is Aggi. And can he stay for dinner? It took a second for my question to even register in his mind, in her mind. And after that he said in reply, Hi Aggi, how are you? If it's okay with Aggi's mother, and she says, it's okay, but if Aggi's mother is agree, then I can do this. While Aggi called his mother on his cell phone, I whispered to mom, stop making the weirded out face. She nodded quickly, like she hadn't realized that she was making a face and was really nice and normal to Aggi afterward. Hey Aggi, and Further this, she says, "Hey Aggi, come here." And I got tired of working on our projects and went to hang out in the living room. He said, like he knew exactly what I wanted to ask. I hesitated. I have been wanting to ask him this for a while, but I have always lost the guts of asking questions. It's no big deal, he says casually. The main thing I have is this thing called mandibulofacial dysostosis, which took me forever to learn how to pronounce, by the way, but I also have this other syndrome thing that I can't even pronounce. And these things kind of just morph together into one big super thing, which is so rare they don't even have a name for it. And this is the disease. I am suffering from this. I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but I am actually considered something of a medical wonder. You know, he smiled. When he said these things, he smiled. That was a joke. He said, "You can laugh." I smiled. Summer says that I also smiled after hearing his talks and shook my head. And I said, "You are funny, Aggi. I am very happy and I am very proud of you because you are my friend." And this is the story of wonder. So, my dear student, that's all for today, and we will meet in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.